What's going on, folks? You know what day it is. It is Taco Tuesday. I'm KC.
And I'm E.
And we are Not Your Average Podcast. Hey, E.
Hi, Casey.
How are you today?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Fabulous. That's
Fabulous.
great.
I'm fabulous.
Hair done, nails done. Everything did. I see you. Why is this?
Why is this?
What is the occasion?
This week is my birthday, just like just like I've been telling you guys for the last week. But it's actually this week. My 47th birthday is Thursday.
Yeah, the full sim.
I couldn't find nothing to like go with 47. You know how people be like 30, flirty, 46, 40, 5, 49.
7, heaven.
Ooh,
47, closer to heaven.
I don't want to say that. I didn't like that shit at all. I couldn't think of shit. So.
You're almost there. No. When Jesus.
No, I'm almost I'm ending my third. I'm almost at the end of the third quarter.
Well,
and then it's the fourth quarter.
Well, honestly, you're technically in your fourth quarter. Because see, people look at life as if they're living to 100 years old. I look at it to like 80. So like
I was giving it to like 85.
1 to 20 is your first quarter.
Okay.
20 to 40 is your second quarter.
Okay, so I'm in my third.
Okay, you're your third quarter. Your third quarter.
I said third quarter. Yeah, I'm in my third
for a
quarter.
little bit longer.
For a little bit longer. And I'm okay with that.
We're both in our third quarter.
You are. You're in there too.
Wait, no, I'm not.
Not
almost.
Quite. Almost. You're
I'm almost
entering
there.
Your third.
Yeah, I'll be there soon.
You're entering your third. I'm
soon
exiting
and
my
very
third.
soon. No, you still got another decade after that.
I have another 10?
To 60.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some time. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be in our third quarter together.
Yeah, for a little while.
Look at that.
I like that. Yeah. So, just a quick little, growing older. It's crazy because when you're young.
I'm sorry. Before we do this, happy birthday.
Okay, thank you.
Where's your shot, Lawrence?
Happy birthday to me.
Well,
thank you.
There we go.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Whew.
Happy birthday. So
Smooth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Deanna.
Hey, Deanna.
Deanna's in her third quarter too.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think we making the 70s babies look good. I'm okay with it. I have been complimented quite a bit this last couple of months. Everybody's telling me I'm aging backwards. They've been gassing me up. Gassing me up.
And it's more of
look at me. Thank you, babe.
It's more of your energy the past couple months.
Yeah.
It's more of your energy than anything else.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah. Life is good. I don't have no complaints. I like the life I built.
Yes.
So
Randall, what up? Randall says happy birthday.
Hey, Rand.
Deanna says happy birthday. Whoop whoop.
Thank you, boo.
That's how she sounded too.
I'm sure. So yeah, no complaints over here.
Yeah.
Anybody who watches the show or listens to the show often, you guys know I've never had an issue with my age. That's one of our strongest types of banter is Casey and I age difference. And along with we have other things, but growing older is always a blessing. So I would hope, if anything, people listening and people understand, don't look at growing older as a negative thing. It's a blessing to see your birthday.
Definitely.
It's definitely a blessing. No matter what number it is, it's a blessing. And
no matter what I say. All right.
Yeah, no matter. And, birthdays are to be celebrated. I hate when I hear people say, well, I'm not doing nothing. Always acknowledge your birthday.
Yeah. You don't even gonna celebrate.
So I am. Every year. But the big ones are the zeros and the fives. But I celebrate every year.
Yeah.
But the big ones, I'm definitely celebrating.
My mom
is
Donna Webster. She is she has a 5 coming up this month.
Okay, 5.
Actually.
Oh, her birthday's 23rd. In August. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The big 6'5".
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big
5s
one.
and zeros.
Yeah.
I don't care what no one say. After 21, it's 5s and zeros. But until 21, obviously, it's different.
Francisco French, our fact checker, says, happy birthday, world traveler.
Thank you, boo. I'm trying to be like you.
Tahaji says, hey.
He's right behind me. Don't let them say nothing smart. So Haji and I are the same goddamn age.
But yeah, Franny goes all over the world too.
Yeah, she travels
all over the world.
because we were talking about Kenya. So I know she travels.
Oh yeah, no, she stays out there.
Yeah, you got to. Once you reach a point where you can, I think, some people look like, oh, I'll never be able to do that. Well, I couldn't do it in my 20s and 30s neither. I had young children, and it's expensive.
I didn't have no young children, but that shit's expensive.
It's expensive. My children are adults now, so I'm able to do a little bit more. But, it takes time, to get there. And you got to be ready for everything that comes with travel.
And doing it right, too.
Travel. Yeah. A lot comes with it. So you have to be mindful of that. So,
Taj said he's 3 months behind you.
I know. 3 months, 3 months, 9 days. And then we'll be the same age again.
Yep.
I'm not older than you long, sir.
Enjoy this cougar time while you have it.
Yeah. That's so funny. I don't consider myself a cougar because I don't date young men. But
you're dating this tadpole, Tahaji.
Do not call that a tad.
I said dating. You're married to him.
You did say that. Dating.
Yeah, you're married. Well, you got the funny thing about you guys is you still date.
We do.
That's what is so freaking amazing about you guys.
We really do.
Like you've been together for about 73 years, and you guys still date.
Not 73 years.
When was the Depression? It was 30.
Not 73 years.
But yeah, and you guys still date. It's like you guys are always in the streets together.
Yeah, we date. We really do.
And then not only that, but you guys big each other up while you're in the streets. I know what you were wearing because of Tahaji's thing, and I know what Tahaji's wearing because of your.
Yeah, we guess each other. You got to do that though.
And also, it's usually the same thing. So
we don't always dress alike, but we like that shit.
We like to coordinate.
We coordinate.
He says that's mandatory dating. Yeah,
you have to. You have to for relationships. You have to. And people don't realize the joke I always say when people are like, you guys are always in the streets. You have to realize when we was in our 20s and 30s, we had very young children. So we wasn't always in the streets. Friday nights, I'm about to date myself, but I just told you my age, so it's okay.
Sock hops.
I hate him. You said it so matter of fact. No.
Juke joint?
No. But in our 20s and 30s, Friday nights was DVD night at the house for the kids. So the kids always pick the movie and they alternate.
Isn't that crazy that DVD is like dating yourself?
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, that's what our 20s and 30s Friday night used to look like.
What up, Moolah?
So we have to, we have adult children now. So we do have the opportunity to actually date. A lot of people don't realize.
And now they're in the streets with their children.
Yeah, so. That's the sad part. We really are. I take my daughter every goddamn where.
I don't think I've ever been out with my mom.
Oh, my kids go out with
my daughter. You got to understand, I moved to California. I moved away from my family when I was 18.
Okay.
Like across country.
So you wasn't near her.
Yeah.
It isn't that you.
I haven't really
you wasn't. The opportunity.
And she doesn't really go out either. Like she's not in the streets.
Have a drink. Does she drink?
No.
Oh, well, she could probably go with you to watch you drink. She can have a juice. She can have a juice. She may want some juice.
Y'all got cran apple?
Yeah, she wants some juice. But no, my kids actually hang out with me quite often. As my sister said, she was like, well, you're a fun mom. So I hang out with my kids quite often. For Corbin's 21st, we went to Vegas.
Yes,
and both my kids are the oldest in their friend group. So they turn legal first.
Yeah.
So it isn't like I can bring their friends because their friends aren't legal.
Is 20?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be in Miami.
So next year is a big one.
Oh, yeah. 21.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We are going to Miami.
We're going to Miami for Kim's birthday. Yeah, it's going to be lit, y'all. It's going to be lit. Everybody's welcome because none of her friends can come. So she's going to be with all her mommy's friends.
Crystal, what up, Crystal? It's still Randolph. It's so wild.
You're not ready.
She said, you're an amazing mom.
I love you too. Crystal is actually coming out here and it is mandatory that she meets you. She already made that very clear.
I don't. I'm going to have Crystal handle that because I don't want to hear third party or second hand. I want Crystal to be like, hey, Casey, I'm coming out. Sorry, Mr. Randall. Mr. Randolph.
Yes, Crystal is coming home for a few days in September, and she definitely.
Oh, hopefully I'm here.
I hope so too.
I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks.
But I thought we were doing the live.
Huh?
I thought we were doing the live at the end of September.
At the end, yeah.
That's when she's coming.
By the way, keep an eye out for our next live event at the end of September.
Yeah, I'm putting it together right now. So it is happening.
Mandatory, Casey.
And she wants food from you. So
hey, let's
ready.
make it happen, Captain.
She wants some food.
I want some food too.
Bless you.
She ain't get Mr. Randolph by not cooking.
Oh, Crystal can throw down.
Deanna Stevens says, "Oh, Casey, you and Mom can go out on the cruise in December because Mom can kick it. LOL." Oh yeah, we are going on a cruise in December. I have so many trips planned for the end of the year.
I'm jealous. I have none.
So I'm going to Greece.
Tell us more about that.
I'm going to Greece on Sunday.
Tell us more. Casey's going to Greece, you guys.
I'm going to Greece with Jason Lee and Tiffany Haddish and a few other people.
Just name drop.
And then from there, we're gonna stop in Dubai for like 10 hours, just like a night, and go out there, and then
just stop through. Just stops through Dubai.
Just stop through. And then after I get back, I'm going to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, that's your spot.
From the 2nd to like the 9th.
Is that pleasure or work?
Yeah,
too?
pleasure.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Good. And the detox.
Good.
And then after that, I'm going to Vegas that weekend for Carla Bowman's wedding. Am I allowed to say that on live, Carla? I don't know if it's
happened. He said
it. Yeah, it happened. Yeah.
He said it.
But yeah, and then we have a cruise in December.
Okay.
That's
December. Then what you got at the top of the year?
I don't know yet.
Well, you got Miami.
We have Miami in April.
Yeah, we're going to Miami
for my birthday.
Yeah, it is your birthday. It is your birthday and hers.
Crystal Randall says, "I have my people call your people. Please do, please do." Randall says, "Live event. Let's go."
You already know I'm gonna call you,
Randall.
I'm gonna call you, sir.
Let's go.
Let's go. You're coming with us.
Our resident DJ.
Exactly.
He even DJed my birthday.
Remember? Did. You're right. When we had
some technical difficulties, but we made it work.
Yes.
Carl Bowman says, "Yay for Greece." Yes, it's such a problem to have. I know, right? It's rough. Randall says, "Hey, Casey, you dropped the name. My bad. Let me pick it up."
He did. He dropped the name. He dropped the couple.
So many. I'll just pick them up later.
He dropped the couple.
I will sweep them up.
He dropped the couple.
Taji says, Casey gonna be outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll be working for most of it though. Crystal says, "I know that's right, Casey. Name drop. Chef Casey is one of the my good social media friends." I'm a social media friend now. I thought we were family. At least social media family. Damn. That's got downgraded. Donna Webster says, "Casey, I will be only 64. That's what I said. Even talking about 65. Fred will be 65 on Thursday."
Whose birthday is Thursday? My birthday is Thursday.
My uncle.
Oh, that's my birthday too. Oh, happy birthday, Fred.
Okay, so he's only a year older than you. That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
It's like only a year.
It happens.
Like to the
almost to the T, because her birthday's in August too, right?
Yeah. So my grandma got home, and my grandpa was like, "Whoop, whoop."
But your mom's a Virgo, your uncle's a Leo. They are different zodiacs. You were so fucking stupid. But I agreed. I was like, whoop.
Aaron says, social media friends. Yikes.
I know,
right?
I didn't understand that.
Hurtful.
Either. Crystal loves Casey.
That's hurtful. That is hurtful.
She loves you. I know she does. I know her heart.
Oh man, my mom says, "Yep." About
her birthday.
The year.
You was a little off. It's okay.
I knew somebody was 65.
You thought it was your mama.
One of them.
I can't stand.
One of them.
What's wrong? Oh, time? Okay. I'll do that while Casey talks. Okay.
I got it the first time. I just wanted to see him keep doing it. I wanted to see if it changed at all, but it just stayed the same. Our studio audience / bartender / videographer / was telling us that it's time to pop this bottle because it has been chilling long enough.
How do you do it? Oh, what did I do? I did it right.
What are you trying to do?
What you be doing? I did what you be doing.
What is it?
I did what you be doing.
We can't do what I'll be doing on the air.
Huh?
She can't hear you. You gotta take your headphone. He's talking to you.
Okay.
Crystal Randall says, yes, social media family. And when we meet, we locked in forever with the Randolphs, forever with the Randolphs. Cool. I'm with it. Well, you locked in with the Cardwells. How about that? No, you don't want to be locked in with them. Damn, I said that live.
Okay, let's open them up, you guys. Lauren,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. We lit. That is Eva's birthday bottle from Lawrence.
Yep.
From Lawrence J.
You always take such good care of me.
And why are you pouring it like that?
I tilted the glass, damn it.
You tilted it, but you're pouring it still right into the liquid. You tilt it so you can pour it on the side of the glass so it can cascade down and make less foam. See that? You see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Eva acts like she just started drinking. She didn't know what absinthe was.
All the time, actually. You want some?
And Crystal says, cheers, it's Leo season and Eva's birthday this week. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay, let me get my mic. Okay, you guys, so. Thank you, baby.
She ain't got no home training.
I don't.
Lawrence had to come and put the bottle back in the glass or in the ice because she just set it on the counter, on the table.
I did.
Y'all, she work at a bar. She part owner of a bar. Speaking of, so the bar. Can I tell people that you are a part owner?
No.
Oh, never mind.
But you can't talk
I didn't know
about
the secret.
You can, yeah, but you can't talk about the.
I'll be telling everybody.
I know.
They be pulling up. We go on the evil bar.
I know you have.
What?
I know you have. I got that call the other day. He's like, guess where I'm at? I'm like, where are you? Like, what made you
I'll be celebrating my friends. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I know how she is. Yes.
April says, yeah, we always see drinks in her stories.
Yes. I'm a drinker, y'all.
She's a drinker, but she's not a pourer. She has people do it for
I
her.
mostly have people do it for me. Why did I say that? I mostly have people do it for me.
Well, I was gonna, say some really cool stuff, but I can't tell you. So
No, just say
it's
it.
cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Well, you posted
You want to be
it.
a silent partner?
Yeah,
I did make your name really tiny though. If you didn't notice.
I did. Yeah, he's talking about the Nile was actually on a TV show that they filmed back in December.
It's called The Sweet Life Los Angeles
Sweet
on
Life.
HBO Max.
Yeah, and it was the Nile was featured in the episode that came on this past week,
Mhm.
and the person actually serving the drink was the owner,
Mhm.
of the bar, the owner that everyone knows of the bar, and yeah, we knew it was coming, but we didn't know when it was being aired, so we was pretty happy that
Yeah.
because we had no idea when it was actually going to show.
I was telling Lawrence
before
earlier.
we was open, we
Mhm.
weren't open yet.
Got you.
But,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
they
makes
did it in
sense.
December. We didn't open until January. So
That makes sense. Okay.
we didn't know exactly when it was coming, so we was really excited. Like when you sent it to me, I was like, "Oh my god, this shit is!"
Yeah, the
You know.
season just came back,
Okay,
or it just really was released this past week.
so it's season 2 of
Yeah,
this particular
season
show.
2.
Okay,
And I was watching it. So The Sweet Life Los Angeles is about some 20-somethings, Black entrepreneurs, and they're trying to live their dreams. Some are comedians, some are they have products, some are event planners.
okay,
They're all over,
but
they're close. They're friends. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
And it just follows them and whatnot. And I'm watching it. I'm like, so okay, there's the Nile. And then I'm like, there's they were at District, and where we had one of our last Talking Tuesday live events, and then they were at this like workspace that one of my kids' dads opened.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember the name, but it's on Crenshaw.
Is it the Gathering Spot?
No.
Okay, it's on Crenshaw. Okay.
But I'm sure you know of it. And I actually, did a couple events there before they opened.
Okay.
Officially, and I was like, I guess I'm out in these LA streets.
You are, because you knew every place.
And not only knew, but did stuff there. Are you super connected to? So, yeah, we out here.
Yeah, he be in Los Angeles. He act like he don't. He be out there.
Donna Webb says, "Have a glass of cranberry juice for me."
See, I told you your mom would drink some juice. I said that. I was like, you would drink some juice.
I drank that same cranberry juice growing up too. That don't mean nothing.
I knew you would drink some juice.
But yes, April says, "Can't wait to check the Nile out."
Okay, let me know when you go, boo.
Chris Randall says, "Wait, which kid?" LOL.
I don't know. Did we mention kids? I don't know.
That might be a delay.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Was he talking to us? Oh. Okay. We both was like this.
I saw a hand go up.
I did too. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the show because we haven't.
22 minutes.
We have not jumped into the show at all. We've just been talking.
We gotta name we gotta get a new name for like the beginning of the show because
we just be talking.
They'll come until like a good half an hour into the show.
We just be chatting.
Like what's the good appetizer?
Yeah, because you have to realize him and I do not see each other during the week, so we're catching up with one another.
I try to stay as far away as possible because even being these streets, boy, I can't keep up.
Yes, he can keep up.
I go to church and Bible study and work. So she don't like going to any of those places. So.
That's horrible. I don't even have nothing to say. I was like, that's horrible. That's horrible to say. Don't say that.
I wonder what Crystal was talking about.
She gonna tell us after she hear us not understand.
Because it could have been a delay.
Yeah.
Queso. I mean, but that's dip.
Cheese.
But it's still dip.
It is.
You know?
I said cheese. Okay.
We'll come up with something.
We will. Just give us a minute. We will. Oh, there she goes. What'd she say?
She said, ooh, the music. She said, the Nile Bar is so bomb. The hottest spot in Inglewood. Cheers to the owners.
Hey.
Whoever they might be.
Whoever they might be. Thank you.
King Gore says, call it whatever it is when they give you a buzzer when you wait to be seated.
That's a great point.
There we go. The waiting list.
The waiting list. I can't deal with him.
Buzzed.
But we ain't even had a drink yet.
I had a sip of champagne, so I'm a little tipsy. You know what the bubbles do to me.
He said, you said something. She said, Crystal said, you said.
She had no.
I haven't had nothing to drink.
Since you've been here. But where'd you come from?
I did have a drink there. Crystal Randolph says, you said something like my kid's father is the owner of the place on Crenshaw. You said my friend's father.
No, one of my kids. So you know how I have a lot of kids in my life.
Okay.
So
yes.
One of the girls, actually Sigma Gamma row. They're like the rowers, like the high school, middle school, high school kids that they train up to be Sigma Gamma row. I would do a lot with them. So like we would go to the round, feed the patients we'll feed the patients and the families at the Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, okay.
We would do fundraising together. They would come to hashtag lunch bag and feed the homeless with me.
Okay.
We did a lot. We would do cooking classes. I would do cooking classes for them. Yeah.
So one of their fathers owns the spot you're talking about on Crenshaw.
But I've been dealing with this particular group of girls probably since 2010-ish, and they're in college now.
Oh, they're grown.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by Michael. It's like something. I have kids all over the place, just none that I had the fun of making.
Whoever that's to. Because he looked dead in the camera. Whoever that's to.
I don't even know who it is, but
Yeah.
whoever it is felt it.
Yeah, I hope they did. I hope they did. You gave it. It was giving. You
But-
gave it.
Whoever it might be probably didn't watch the show, so
That's true.
people don't watch the show.
They haven't commented, so she might not be. So we're jumping right into the subjects now, you guys.
What are our subjects?
Well, we were going to have a lot of conversations just surrounding social media. So one thing I wanted to touch on in our chips and dip, because I am actually entering our chips and dip now, is I find it, and I'm sorry, I'm about to catch you off guard. I'm about to blindside you, but I know you know what's going on. Have you guys been looking at what is it, Drink Champs?
Mm-hmm.
And this week, Irv Gotti was on Drink Champs.
Yes, he was
promoting his the Murder Inc. documentary.
Is that what he was on there for?
Well, that's what he's supposed to be on there for. And what's going viral is a comment that he said about Ashanti.
Damn, I wish I had this comment.
I told you I'm a blindside you because I just thought of it right now because it's a conversation to me.
Yeah, it's a great conversation actually.
So, Ashanti was signed to Murder Inc. Has to be almost 20 years ago, 20 or 21 years ago.
Keep in mind, before we get into the Drink Champs, is an interview show where they just sit there and they drink the whole show and talk.
But
they're drinking.
They're drinking.
They really get
and
drunk.
they cater to the guests. So if the guest is a wine person, I'm sorry, if the guest is a wine person, they tend to have wine or champagne.
Freudian. Yes.
if the guest
yes, Jason Lee was on there too.
So Irv Gotti is on there this week. Like I said, he's supposed to be promoting his documentary. And then he all of a sudden, he goes on a rant. I would call it a rant on a personal level. And he talks about him and Ashanti. And back in the day,
like, did anybody even bring it up?
No, I don't think it was brought up. I think he brought it up. I think he started it because it's a snippet. I have not looked at the whole entire episode of Drink Champ, so I can't tell you exactly how it happened. But it's a few different snippets going out there. It's more than one. And bless you.
Thank you.
So with that coming, he's talking about him and Ashanti. And it was always suggested or said or rumored, that him and Ashanti had something going on, but it was never confirmed. And then eventually Ashanti publicly started dating Cornelius, which is Nelly. Why you laugh?
Because you and your first names.
That's the thing.
She's on first name basis with everybody.
So she started dating Nelly, and they were very public. They were a very public couple when they started dating about, like I said, 20, 21 years ago, before Nelly got with his wife and had the girls and everything like that. And Irv just goes on to say that they were together and he was so in love and his heart was broke because he found out by looking at an NBA game that Ashanti and Nelly were dating. Then another snippet has just recently went viral. And he's talking about one of her biggest singles that's called Happy. And he's saying in this snippet, he's the one who came up with Happy, and Happy All was created after him and Ashanti was intimate. And that's exactly what he says. He said him and Ashanti had just finished being intimate. He was in the shower. He's getting dressed, and the whole beat and everything just came to him like an epiphany right there in the shower. So then, she made the song. And I'm not going to say if it's true or not, because I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I will say during this time, Irv Gotti was married and he's had to come out and say like, oh, this isn't why my marriage broke up or anything. But during this time, 20 or 21 years ago, Irv had a show. He had an actual reality show that showed his wife and his children. His wife had a child outside of him that he considered his, that he raised, and then his wife had children with him. And they were all on the show. It was a whole little TV show, when reality TV had kind of just started. And Murder Inc. was a big deal back then.
That's when everyone had a reality show.
Yeah.
Coolio had a reality show.
Oh, I remember Coolio's. It was one.
What's his name?
A lot of people had reality
Eddie Griffin had a reality show.
He did.
Everyone did. Everyone was like, everyone wants to see my family. No.
So
if you're not Bobby and Whitney, we'll want to see it.
Best reality show ever. But anyway, best shit ever. I don't care what nobody says. It was hilarious. But what was so crazy to me about him and all his remarks and everything that he's saying is how you could still hear the anger. You can still hear the jealousy. You can still hear so much after 20 or 21 years. Yeah. It's like, bruh, let that go. Like, it's been over, 20 years. I'm sure it's close to 21, you guys. Because I was really young when Ashanti
first
came
Donna Welcher says, Ashanti living her life not thinking about him. That was very messy of
I
him.
agree.
Wasn't it 20 years ago?
Yes.
And Tahaji says, this new era of man kissing and telling is for the birds.
Agreed.
That was 20 years ago. We did not need to know that information. Yeah, the whole kissing and telling thing is crazy. That's why I don't even kiss these girls, because
you got to tell it. So you don't kiss and tell, you just tell it. You just got to tell it.
Francisca says, Irv is lame and very disrespectful for that interview.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. And like, there is no way, there's no good look from that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatsoever.
And you can definitely tell the liquor had kicked in.
First of all, can we shout out Eva? I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but in almost every episode, you'll see me do this. Right? That's because the mic is in a position where it doesn't sound its best, right? I'm listening in the headphones. And this whole show, it's happened like 3 times so far. I would go to do this, but she's already corrected herself because she was actually listening tonight.
I am. I'm sober.
5 years later.
I'm sober. So I can hear myself. So I try to turn it. So I do agree it's an era of men kissing and telling, and it's not an attractive quality at all. It's not attractive in men or women. What?
King Lord says, why is Tahaji naked in his YouTube picture?
He's in the
What's
pool.
going on?
What the hell, King?
Tahaji says, Irv sound like a bitter, jealous bitch.
Yeah, real shit. He does.
Deanna says, wow, was he holding a grudge? Well, I doubt it helped at all. The fact that Ashanti, Nelly had a concert this past weekend, and Ashanti came out as a special guest, as a surprise guest, and performed with them. Mm-hmm. So I doubt that helped at all.
And let's just face it, she still looks amazing.
Oh my God, she looks better than she did back then.
Better.
Oh
now
my God,
than
Ashanti
she did.
Get it.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Definitely,
she looks amazing
in a respectful way.
Oh, totally. But she looks good as hell. So I know that's not helping, but it's just
Ashanti looks amazing.
It's just blowing my mind. How people are. Like how he kissing and telling, how he talking so much. And it's just, what's the word Diddy said a couple of years ago?
Sorry, just in case Ashanti looking.
Bitch assness? Is that it? Bitch assness? Like, I'm just blown away. It's like, dude, aren't you almost 50? Like, you have to be around my age, if not older. Like, what the hell? This woman is out here minding her business. Like, why are you even discussing her 20 years later? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I thought it was a childish comment. I thought he was seeking for somebody to look at the. If you wanted to put it in the documentary, that's fine. Because a documentary is supposed to be about the life. But, okay, wait. But I thought it was a lot. I thought it was messy, and I really thought the feminine side of him came out, and it wasn't attractive.
That's kind of sexist.
Well, I'm just being honest. It was real. It was a bitch made move. I didn't like it. I wish he wouldn't have done it. And it didn't do anything to help him look better to the public. And then Fat Joe recently came out and said something against it. And
he pretty much said that was a sucker move.
It was totally. You could say.
Keep in mind, Fat Joe was part of that camp as well for a little bit.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
he went everywhere with Big Pun, and I think she's a hook on a Big Pun song. I may be wrong.
He said. I may be wrong. He did. He was like, he never saw them. Like he said, he knew that they were dealing with each other, but they never like were public about it. They never did anything like around them. They were never together.
He wanted to be public 20 years later.
Come on,
20 years later. Come on.
King Gore says, to play devil's advocate, I think people are getting things off their chest that they haven't. Wait till the B2K drink champs drops. I don't want to see that.
I have no desire to see those.
I don't want to see that at all.
Argue. I said to see those children argue.
Tell the truth, Omari.
Yeah, I have no desire to see those children argue. And I get that you want to play devil's advocate, but I think at almost 50, a grown man should be a grown man. What happens between you and somebody, you and that person are no longer together. This person has moved on and lived their life.
And on that platform too.
Yeah, I just thought it was a bad move all the way around.
He's still married, right?
I don't know if they're actually divorced. I don't know. I don't know. But I just, and even though he's openly saying she didn't break up their marriage, as a wife, I would be like, so you're just gonna sit up here and say you was in love with another bitch, while you was dealing with me? Like, come on now, you have your children, you didn't think of anybody but that. It was just a bullshit ass, stupid, ignorant move, all the way around.
But it could have been the liquor.
I'm sure it was, because he sounds drunk as he's saying it, and that's the purpose of Drink Champs. That's why they cater to whatever you like to drink.
Kanye. Kanye's infamous Drink Champs. Because Kanye stopped drinking for a long time.
And then he went on there.
Mhm.
And see, when Patti LaBelle went on there, she had wine, she was funny, and she just kept it going. But she was funny.
Well, you
and
have
she was
wine, you're
charming.
fine.
Well, true. That's very true. I'm a wine drinker. It's very true.
And they gave him Hennessy. That was all bad.
Yeah.
Francisca says 52 whole years old and still acting like a child.
Agreed.
Yes.
It was just a bad move all the way around, and it made him look bad. And he didn't think, what's crazy to me is, as a parent, you'll come across people who like, I love my kids. And then you go on social media or you do things like this and you utterly fucking embarrass your children.
Yeah.
Like, how embarrassing was that?
That's what Donna Webster says. She said it's disrespectful to his wife and kid's mother.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to sit up there and talk about your past on a personal level and shit you've done, because I do it all the time on this podcast. I'll tell you some shit I've been through, but all my kids always know it's not a secret. But I'm not going to sit up there and say
she done told us some things now. She done told us some things. Some dirty things. Some things I probably would never tell nobody. Some things I'm kind of feel dirty knowing, but she told us. She told y'all. And for that, I apologize. I'm sorry.
She told us. She told y'all. Really? Yeah, I just thought it was crazy. And it's going viral. And you have so many people making comments, but you also have so many people in this social media age who didn't know. Like, they were young. When Ashanti was a big deal, they were young. And
baby. They were babies.
Yeah, most definitely. And I thought it was ignorant, and I thought it was a bad move all the way around, and it didn't make him look good in no light.
Yeah. Deanna Stevens says, you're drunk when you can't help but speak your truth.
Exactly.
And King Gore says, you can't be in a relationship, marriage with Irv and not know what you got into. His family knew what was up.
Maybe, but I don't think they wanted the world to know from Drink Champs. Yeah, I just thought for chips and dips purposes, I thought it was just a messy
Especially
move.
if it's someone that he's with right now, like, you don't want to see a guy just look like he still wants to get back. Like, he still wants to get with her. Yeah. Like, see him jealous about.
Thank you.
Another woman.
And you're not going to get her back like that. Like, if you want to start dating her again or want to be in her life again in this day, that's not how you're going to get her back. Because she's matured and she's gotten older. So that's not how she wants to be approached.
Right.
So it was just tacky.
How do you think she want to be approached?
I don't think, publicly saying that you had sex and then wrote her a song is it at all.
I mean, yeah, but like,
she's an adult.
Hypothetically, if, you had a podcast and, you cook for celebrities, how would that person approach Ashanti?
Well, maybe you could ask her, would you, what's your favorite thing to eat? I would like to make you a meal.
Tell her my favorite thing to eat is.
Don't go left. Taco Tuesday after dark.
Taco. Crystal Randolph says, I like they shared it on his show already with his kids, or when his kids were on Growing Up Hip Hop.
Oh, okay.
See, I never really watched
Growing Up Hip Hop, so I didn't know that. Okay.
But, Crystal's in these streets.
She's younger than
reality
us.
TV streets.
Yeah, she's younger than us. So, yeah. So I thought that was very interesting.
That was like Lil Bow Wow and
I think Salt Peppers. I'm not Salt Peppers. Salt Peppers and what's his name?
And
Trench.
like
Naughty by Nature guy.
And the
I don't know who else was on there.
Angela.
Oh, the Simmons.
Yeah,
Simmons girls.
I think they were on there. I think Angela.
Okay. I think Romeo was on there too. Romeo
was he?
Yeah, I don't know to be honest with you.
Donna Webster says, "Casey, you thirsty tonight?" I am. It's crazy. I've been working a lot. Crystal Random says, "I think not. I like." We figured it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure. So I wanted to put that in the air for chips and dips.
But Mom, it's Ashanti. Messy. Come on now. Have you not seen Ashanti lately?
She looks good.
Come on now.
I'm not even mad at it.
Come on.
She looks good.
You gonna make me find a picture.
Yeah, she's fine. He didn't went to find it, and she aged ridiculously well. She looks good. Her and Maya are drinking the same water, and I need a glass because they look amazing. They both look really good right now. Real talk. But in Maya, if I'm not mistaken, they're both in their early 40s. I think if she's not in her early 40s, she's in her late ass 30s. I can tell you that.
Let's see.
She's very beautiful. What are we looking at? Age?
Well, we're gonna go to age first because that's what you were just talking about.
Yes. So
how
how old is she?
It's usually like right here. Yeah, she was born in 1980.
Oh yeah.
So 42.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, shit. We're the same age.
No,
See,
they
now
are
it's
not.
okay. Now it's okay for him to go up.
Yeah, now he'll go up to his 40.
We the same.
No, they're not.
We just the same.
Casey a baby. So
Donald says yes. Always been a fan of hers.
I wanted to touch on that. So thank you. I
Well, I
appreciate
guess he
you.
didn't come to our wedding. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I let you let me touch on that. I appreciate it.
That was a good one though.
Yeah, it just popped in my head. And that's what made me say it. And this isn't gonna catch your attention, that's for damn sure. And so then moving on from that, because I don't really know what else has truly happened in the entertainment streets. I do know for a fact they say Kim Kardashian and Pete broke up.
Yes. Oh, that's what happened. So this morning, was it this morning or yesterday morning?
I think it was yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. The days flow together. We wake up.
For him.
We wake up to a New York Times article saying Skeet dead at age
28.
Age 28.
Mhm.
He is young. I forget.
He's very young.
But posted on Kanye's page.
Mind, that's the only post on his page.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He had no other post on his page.
It's since then been taken down.
It has.
It's been removed. What did it say under it? I forgot what the article under it was, but it was something very clever.
Want me to find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also mention the fact what Pete said he's in now.
Yes. So sources say that Pete has been dealing with has been going through trauma therapy from stemming from all the harassment that Kanye has done during the duration of Pete and Kim's relationship. Now, sources close to Kim and Pete say that they decided to break up due to the troubles of long distance relationships.
That's what they're saying.
Pete has been in New Zealand, I believe, filming.
Pete works.
Yeah, he's been in New Zealand filming a movie, and then Kim is, of course, out here in Calabasas, our Hidden Hills. Raising her family, running her businesses,
right?
Plural, businesses, and it just didn't work. And they'll always be amazing friends. So, yeah.
I don't see the bottom of it. So let me go to another page. Remember, it's not there.
It says Kid Cudi meant to play funeral, but fearful of bottle throwers.
Oh, that's what it says. That's a good ass eyes. I was like,
so under the Skeet dead, it says Kid Cudi to perform at the funeral, but fearful of bottle throwers. If you guys don't remember, at Rolling Loud, a few weeks ago in Miami, Kid Cudi took over. He replaced Kanye when Kanye pulled out of the concert of the festival. Kid Cudi took his place, and Kid Cudi walked off stage and ended his show early because people kept throwing things at him. They kept throwing bottles at him, and he said, "If you throw one more thing, I'm leaving. It's done. I'm not someone to be effed with." And then they kept throwing stuff, and he left.
Okay. So that's why
meanwhile,
Kanye said that.
On another stage, Kanye is actually performing at the same festival with another artist. He actually ended up performing. You didn't know this?
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I thought he wasn't there.
He pulled out of the festival and then ended up performing for someone else's in someone else's act in the festival. Yeah,
he is something.
He is something else.
He is something. It really is. So with that being said,
Donna says Australia. So yeah, Australia. So a little bit above New Zealand.
Oh well, Pete is. Pete actively works.
Yeah,
like he wants to be a comedic actor. I think.
So he is a comedic actor.
Well, but I think he wants to be bigger. Like he works. He continuously works. Mm-hmm. He doesn't He ain't like, I'll take this show and be off a year. He's working. Yeah. Like he's constantly working. And I think that's a lot for her because she tends to date people who have very free lives. They can work pretty much from where they are, but he's not at that point yet. He's he's still grinding out here. He still he's still accepting gigs and he has to work. That's what he wants to do. He got to keep doing it. So I think that was a lot for her. Yeah. Because she's made it she has said before, when I like somebody, I kind of like them with me on my hip. She likes them to be with her. And I'm not mad at that. He's just not at that point in his career where he can, be that free. He takes a job, he has to go.
I mean, because look at her relationship with Kanye. Like, Kanye was so involved and injected in the her KKW line.
Yep.
She admitted to him picking out pretty much all her outfits that she did, like public appearances in. Like he was her stylist.
Yeah. And she said that. She didn't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
So I think this was a lot for her. And then there was an age thing, that age matters. Because maybe.
And then there's also a yay thing.
Well, he's a lot.
Yeah.
I thought the newspaper ad was very distasteful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm not mad that, Pete has to go through any therapy or anything. He's made it very public, after his dad died, that was a really rough patch for him. And he's, sometimes that still affects him.
I mean, he's had suicide attempts as well.
That is very public knowledge. So this really could push him over the edge.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't want to admit, this could have had a lot to do with why he's like, this just is a little too much for me. I'm at work and I'm trying to work and people are asking me about you.
Yeah.
I came here to work. I don't want to talk about our relationship. And if you do want to talk about your relationship, you don't want to talk about it in that type of light all the damn time. That would drive me crazy too.
Donna Webster says they say he also proposed to her before they broke up. He was moving too fast, like he did with Ariana. Yeah. A lot of people in her circle said that he was very he was moving very fast, and she wanted to take pace things. Yeah.
She's coming out of a marriage. She's not probably dying to get in another one.
Yeah.
Especially with somebody.
I don't think he proposed to her. I think he spoke about proposing to her. Yeah. But yeah. So I get it. I mean, but if you're with Kim Kardashian, I mean, you want to lock that down as fast as possible. But you got to also understand she's a human being and actually is currently going through a divorce. They actually, speaking of the divorce, Kanye West's divorce lawyer just quit.
Yeah, and it's like his fifth one.
Yeah.
They're all quitting on him. He doesn't seem like an easy person to deal with. You saw both of us. It's just, he doesn't seem like a very easy person to deal with.
And I can't get away from him. So my current full-time client, he is actually Kanye's media manager.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Can't get away from him.
Yeah, but he's not really in the media like that.
Yeah. Thanks to him.
Your person. Okay.
And anytime anything like this happens,
he shuts it down.
Yeah.
That's his job, though. So I get it.
So
that's crazy. I didn't know that. Okay. So that was our chips and dip, you guys. And so I guess the bulk of the show that we're going to end with, you want to talk about just social media culture. And we just gave you two very good examples of how social media leads or drives, conversations, drives people.
Actually, we got to talk about the title of the show.
Oh, go.
P.P.P. Prison. P.P.P. Prison.
Oh, P.P.P's.
Yeah. So we're just going to touch on it a little bit.
We don't have to touch it. Dive in.
I don't want to be on here too long. I'm tired. It's not been 49 minutes. He's been trying to have these hour-and-a-half long shows.
No, I don't.
After I've worked for 11 hours.
No, I don't.
I'll be tired.
Okay.
Our last few shows have been really long.
They have.
Been quite long.
Yeah, we're gonna shut this one down on time, though.
Yeah, we're gonna shut it down in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. All right. So, if you guys remember, during the pandemic, well, we're still in the pandemic, technically, going into another one. But during the first pandemic, the government gave these relief loans called P.P.P, which were intended for small businesses to pay for their payroll for their employees.
That's accurate.
Excuse me.
That's accurate.
And a lot of people took advantage of this and created a lot of fake LLCs and said that they had this amount of employees and they made this amount a year. And there was a lot of P.P.P. fraud going on. Well, the statute of limitations is only 2 years for that, for those fraud cases. Until now. So Biden signed into law that the statute of limitations will go from 2 years to 10 years.
Yep.
So now, if you thought that you were out of the woods with this PPP fraud, you got to watch your back a little bit longer, because now they have 10 years to investigate into all the people. And this is billions of dollars that were fraudulently given out. So I'm talking about.
And just so people would know, Casey was exactly correct. PPP stands for Paycheck Protection Program.
Yeah,
that's what the PPP stands for.
And keep in mind, it was a loan.
That's exactly what it was.
It was a loan, first off. Now, there was a lot of loan forgiveness. I know a lot of friends who have businesses who got the loan forgiveness, which is amazing.
That's great.
But the problem with it, and people are like, well, they should just let these people have it, blah, blah, blah. They owe, a
lot of it was fraud.
They're taxpayers, blah, blah, blah. But that's taxpayer money that was supposed to go to these legitimate small businesses.
To pay out their employees.
There were plenty of small businesses that went under because they could not get these PPP loans because they were given out to people who didn't have actual businesses.
Exactly. And that's what I want you to understand. They were there for restaurants and people who had employees who was no longer working. And, the pandemic stopped everything for these people. That's what it was for. It wasn't for you to get new cars and go get a Birkin.
Like, people went so far as to there were a ton of farming businesses that popped up, right? In New Jersey, where there's no farming.
There's no
farming. Like the New Jersey coast, like where there's no farms. Like, come on, people. And then people are posting, themselves on yachts and them boats and buying mansions and buying all this stuff and flossing from their PPP loans. There are rappers that made, songs about it that have been caught, of course, but talking about, PPP fraud. And it's like, those people deserve to be locked up.
Yeah, I agree. Because they took what was meant to be for people who was losing their job and losing their income very suddenly, and it was meant to take care of them.
At least.
And I know a lot of businesses that didn't make it through COVID, and I also know some small businesses that didn't qualify for a PPP. Spark It Up did not get a PPP. I didn't get one.
Nor did Kush Creations.
Yeah, I didn't get one at all. I own 2 businesses, and neither one of mine got one. So a lot of people, because they were so fraudulent and they did things so fraudulently, a lot of legit small businesses couldn't get one, because after a while they just cut it off because they realized people are stealing from us. People are stealing this money and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And a lot of companies who needed it, who discovered the PPP thing after it was such a big deal, we weren't able to get it.
Now, luckily, with 2 bosses and, still stayed afloat.
Yeah, we figured it the fuck out. But, I do know
there are a lot of people that were not as lucky as we were.
They weren't as able to do it. And once COVID kind of opened up where they would be like, oh, just have people outside and things like that. They didn't have employees no more, And so, they took from people who really needed it. And then they didn't take it and do what they were supposed to do with it, like overpay their employees. They just they didn't have employees. The whole business that they created was fraudulent.
And if you're gonna do fraud, like, feed your family, do something. Like, these people were just like balling out.
Living.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they deserve to go to jail.
What they call it? They call it the bandemic because they were just making bands. Deanna Stevens says the PPP money ran out so quick too.
Yeah, because people lied.
Yeah,
and because if you had so many, like, I know a trucking company that went under, and the trucking company really could have used a big lump of money because the drivers needed it, but the trucking company couldn't survive, and they didn't qualify for the PPP.
And especially during the pandemic, truckers were very important because everything was being delivered. Everything was delivered. Like, everything was being shipped somewhere. And even during the pandemic, we were telling you guys, telling you about, starting businesses and all this stuff. And
be mindful.
Yeah, but those people.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Like, we're talking about legitimate businesses.
Yeah, it was a mess. Like, something that really was important in December of 2020 that a lot of people probably won't remember, because I did talk about it, is Christmas trees.
Uh-huh.
Something as simple as Christmas trees. Christmas trees are brought in from, you got to go up north toward the forest, that's where the trees are cut from, and so you had truckers who stopped going to get the Christmas trees because
my trees come from Humboldt County.
Well, they weren't, even in Humboldt, they have to be brought down. Someone has to go get them, but his tree's not real. But anyway, I get real trees.
I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
Tree.
You talking about your tree. So I say your tree. So with that being said, just, around December in Los Angeles, I know 2 people who run Christmas tree, lots.
Mm-hmm.
That's their kind of hustle in December. And they were on such a tight schedule because the truckers weren't being compensated anymore. They stopped going. They stopped
Mm-hmm.
going to get the trees. So instead of being able to pick a Christmas tree all the way up until 12/25, the Christmas tree lots wasn't open, and people don't realize, on the 4th of July, that's a lot of hustle for people. When they open up the fireworks stands, the Christmas tree lots is a lot of hustle for people. So when you took the PPP loans, you took them from the companies that pay the truckers,
Mm-hmm.
and that affected the people who have the lots because they didn't have trees.
Mm-hmm.
They was running out of trees on December 10th and December 12th. Mind you,
When
they
I run out of
normally
trees,
go.
I am upset. I am angry. I am irritable. You don't want to see me run out of trees.
It was just a snowball effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the story I'm trying to tell you. It was just a snowball effect. The truckers was affected, then which left the businesses were affected, which left the truckers affected, which left who the truckers provide for.
Speaking
affected.
of Christmas trees,
Yes.
I took my Christmas tree down, guys.
Finally.
like
He took it down in August.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but he only took it down for one reason.
I had to get my turtle a bigger tank.
Yeah, and now the turtle is in where the Christmas tree was.
Yeah, so I had to get a 50-gallon tank.
Yeah, the turtle has a great tank. It's beautiful,
yeah.
but it was
Beautiful.
time for the tree to come down. But it's about to be back up.
I'll put it somewhere else. Might not even do a tree this year. It has time to shine.
Yeah, it's time to shine. But it was just a snowball effect with the whole PPP loans. And
yeah, Francisco
I
French
do
said,
think
you
some of
going to
those people
jail
need to
now.
go to jail. I totally agree. If I'm not mistaken, that guy from the group got in trouble. What's the group? The Pleasure P group. What's the group?
Pretty Ricky?
That's the group.
The Pleasure P group.
I was like the Pleasure P group.
Fuck Pleasure P.
Well, I'm just knowing the guy who was in his group got
King and I got in a fight with him in the bar fight.
Really?
Yeah. King Gore, if you guys know King Gore, he's on here all the time. Yeah, we got into a bar fight with Pleasure P a few years ago, 2008.
That wasn't a few, baby. That was a lot of years ago. 2008.
I mean, 18. I'm sorry, 2018.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that was a lot of years ago.
2018.
Well, I forget the boy's name. Y'all know I don't be knowing these boys' names, but a person from that group went to jail for his PPP loan.
Hey.
I think they all should go. Shit. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I don't think they should get a break. When I committed a crime, I went to jail. So if they commit a crime, they should take their ass to jail too. Yeah, I went to jail. I know a lot of people went to jail. They should go to jail too.
Both of your hosts have been in jail.
I'm just saying. I had to do it. They got to do it too.
He did the crime. We got to do the time.
Exactly.
Deanna Stevens says, who won? Well, it definitely wasn't the girls that he came with because his people were throwing bottles and busted the girls' heads open that came with them.
And that's
like, yeah, I ended up like it was a lot. But yeah, we came unscathed. I had like glass in my hand. That's about it. But the ambulance came and police came and it was a big thing.
I believe it though. I've seen you mad.
Yeah,
so I believe it.
I literally jumped over. It was during the Soul Sunday. I jumped over the table that I was serving food at and ran to the stage. And we went in. Yeah. King Gore says we went to jail because we got caught, LOL. If they dodge that bid, they good. This is my thing. I don't get why people like they brag about going to jail. You know, like we talk about it because it's just life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Life, but I don't think I'm bragging.
But people that brag about going to jail, like spending time in prison, I did a bid. That doesn't mean you hard. That means you're bad at what you do.
You got caught.
That means you're trying to be this or trying to, be a criminal, trying to, do something, and you failed at it and you got caught.
You know who else thinks
jail
that?
is the failure.
You know who else thinks that?
Thinks what?
what you just said. Like
What?
when people try to say, "Oh, I was this, I was that," it's like, yeah, but you got caught.
Who?
Our former president.
Trump?
Yeah. Remember when he was running against John McCain, and John McCain was like, "Well, I'm a POW." And he was like, "That just means you got caught."
Well, that was the military.
That's what he said. That just means you got caught.
Because the military, that's like you're all one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you got caught.
But when you said that, I thought of it because he was like,
But speaking
that
of-
just means you got
Speaking
caught.
of him, he just got raided.
He did.
So I don't know if you guys saw, but his residence in Mar-a-Lago or in Mag-a-Lago was raided recently. In search of documents that may have been stolen from the White House when he left. Yeah. And they said there was evidence of things being flushed down the toilet. Like, what is what sitcom is?
He is so silly.
Is I Love Lucy?
He is so silly. He is so silly, and he is so reckless. He is so silly. And so reckless.
Man. King Gore says, "Wait, we talking about the Pleasure P fight?"
Yes,
He said, "I'm still mad about that." Donna Webb says, "Casey, did you say you were fighting girls?" No, we're fighting men. But as their girls were behind us, and as they were throwing bottles at us, the bottles hit their girls in the head and busted their heads open. Come on, Ma, you know you raised me better than that.
That's what she was checking. That's why she was checking.
Deanna Stevens says, huge raid today.
Yeah.
King Gore says, no, he wasn't fighting girls. We was fighting random male groupies. Right.
King, have your back.
There you go. Taji says, them Trumpers were hot.
Were hot.
But they're, and because of this, there's a lot of people in the Senate that are trying to they're speaking on defunding the FBI because of their investigation on Trump.
Yeah.
These people who started the whole back the blue situation, you know what I'm saying? Now they're like defund the FBI.
The Federal Bureau. Because they're scared of what they're gonna find. That's the whole reason behind it, and we all know it.
It's just so crazy. It's so crazy.
It is.
It's so crazy.
It really is.
Where was that energy?
Yeah, it's all crazy.
But yeah.
So
what? I'm going to say this when we talk about Ahmaud Arbery. The 4 cops that were involved in the shooting of Breonna Taylor, they were arrested.
They were finally arrested. Yes, which is great because it's been forever.
I think it's because of Toby Nwigwe's song.
I don't think it's because of that, but I am happy about the fact that they are finally arrested because we finally get some justice in one thing. Because I don't know where we're going with the situation that's in Russia. I don't have a clue what's happening there anymore.
Yeah.
About Brittany, I just don't know.
We're gonna have to trade her. She gotta be traded. Like,
but it doesn't look
like WNBA.
It doesn't look like
why are we doing WNBA trades?
Trades. Yeah, it's quite horrible actually. So I'm hoping that comes to an end really, really soon.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out how I'm getting weed to Greece.
Don't do it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
When I went to Greece, we went through London. London would have definitely.
Yeah, we are too.
Oh, you don't want to play with Heathrow?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Look at me. You don't want to play with Heathrow.
I can go a week. Without.
I had to do it. And you can ask all 3 of the ladies out there. I was like, damn, I need some weed. And I wasn't buying none over there. So yeah, it's you don't says London.
People's houses get raided every day, but they're just pissed because it happened to a Republican, right?
Exactly. Well, it happened to him.
My house got raided last week. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's lying.
There's nothing for them to find.
Oh, they'll find something.
Illegal turtles.
Illegal. You're an idiot. So, with that being said, and my co-host is very tired because he did have a long day. We're gonna call it an end. We're gonna end this show. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys the bill. Y'all see me do my little effort. Boom. I pressed the right button too. So we started the show off just catching up on the last week Also mentioning the fact that it is my birthday week. My birthday is actually Thursday. My birthday is Thursday. Once again, your girl is gonna be 47. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, and then from there,
Francisco says Brittany better call El Chapo and get tips on breaking out.
you ain't lying.
She's probably running that shit over there, though. I mean, I know Russians are pretty big, but
she's not a small woman.
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah, she's not a little woman at all.
Yeah.
She's not a big woman, but she's a big woman.
She's
a big woman.
Yeah.
So,
and she's muscular too.
Yeah,
she's an athlete.
She's an athlete.
Yeah.
So yeah. We went from talking about my birthday to the fact that my co-host is going to Greece.
We never talked about that.
That's exactly what we were going to talk about.
We were supposed to talk about that, Mom.
We were.
She said, "Did you mention the awful car accident that happened this week? They're talking about giving her the driver 91 years.
Yeah.
And the bail was set at what? $9 million.
$9 million. Mm-hmm. And she was a traveling nurse.
And she's a flight risk because she's a traveling.
She's a traveling nurse. Yeah. That was horrible.
Do you want to? Man, it's been an hour.
It has. But just to talk about that, I don't live far from where that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually drive in that intersection on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. My husband and I, we drive in that intersection all the time. And now when you pass it, obviously people have brought flowers.
You want to explain what happened?
Well, there was a car crash on last week. I can't remember the exact day. It was after the show. So it was between Wednesday and Friday. I don't know exactly what day it happened. I'm sorry. But with that being said, a woman was coming. Tahaji knows I'm not good with the directions.
Damn, Ashanti, man.
Was coming down La Brea toward Inglewood. If you understand that direction, I'm so sorry. I think it's considered south or west. Oh, that's probably what it's considered. La Brea West. She was coming down La Brea. And for those who don't know Los Angeles, that's a really large hill that she was coming down. When you drive down that hill, it's a long hill. You come down, and then as you get closer to the bottom, there's a light. At this light, there are 4 gas stations. It's a gas station on every single corner. On every corner, there's a gas station, and it's been a gas station on every single corner as long as I've been in Los Angeles. It's always a gas station on every single corner. And it looks like this happened. It didn't happen on a Saturday. It must have happened on a Friday. Yeah, okay. Because I know it didn't happen.
Come on, girls. It's time
Sorry.
to turn it up.
Okay, so the accident happened last Friday.
The vigil was on Friday.
Okay, so it happened Thursday. It happened Wednesday or Thursday. Because it was after our show. Because we didn't talk about it Tuesday.
Right.
So
it was on Thursday.
Okay, so it was Thursday. She was driving down La Brea, and it was 1 in the afternoon. Just so people kind of say it's 1 in the afternoon. And she's flying down this hill, and the light didn't just change. The light was changed. It was a red light for her.
It was a definite red light.
It was a definite red light for her. She totally bypassed the light, went through the light, went through the intersection, and ran into the gas station. And her car immediately caught on fire. And unfortunately, she killed 6 people.
Whoa, what happened while we were away?
I don't know. I see it too. Oh my God. Who is this?
He said, homie, you're like a knockoff Thundercat.
I don't know who that is.
It's an artist.
You know who they are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Baby girl, how you like? He has a song called My Do-Rag. Or Do-Rag. Who is this meat? I don't know who this is.
I don't know. So with that being said, she ran through the red light and she killed 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
When she ran into at the corner of the gas station, and it was her car, if I'm not mistaken, that blew up. Oh my God, make it go away. So make it go away. I said, make it go away.
I'm trying.
Okay, so with that being said, it took a while. They're still getting a lot of evidence of exactly what happened. Why she ran through the light. At first, it was saying that she was drunk, and then some people saying she has epilepsy and she had a seizure. But they have caught her, and she's a traveling nurse from Texas. She lives in Texas. She was traveling here, and she was actually working at Kaiser. Permanente, which is a West Coast hospital, and they say she left work early because remember, it was 1 PM when this accident happened. So they're saying she left work early. It's a lot of different scenarios that she left work early, went to a friend's house, got intoxicated.
But
it's a lot of different scenarios.
The intoxication report didn't show any alcohol.
Okay, so she didn't have it.
Yeah.
But I find it odd. This is just an opinion. Like I said, a lot of different stories. But I've seen a person have a seizure. I've seen numerous people have a seizure, and I can almost guarantee in the middle of the seizure, they wouldn't have had enough sense or enough. They wouldn't have been back enough to have gotten out their car when they hit something. They wouldn't have been able to get out their car. The people I've seen have seizures. I've seen multiple people have seizures, and they wouldn't have been alert enough. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, to have had the seizure, hit the gas tank, hit the gas station where the gas is at, and to get out the car. They wouldn't have been able to do that. So I find it very hard to believe she was able to get out the car, and they're saying she had a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't exactly know what was going on in her life, but I don't think the sentence is too heavy. I think she deserves everything that she's getting.
Yeah,
because I go down that intersection every day. My husband, my friends, my family, like a lot. That's right by my house. It's not
pregnant
far.
woman with her infant
Mm-hmm.
and the father of the baby,
the father of the
were all
unborn, right?
Killed.
Yes. And then if you listen to people who actually witnessed it,
oh my gosh,
it's hard to hear.
One woman said that the baby flew through the air and landed by her feet.
Yeah. It's hard.
And she picked it up, and then some workers came and grabbed the baby from her, but it
was already done.
So yeah, 6 people were killed.
Mm-hmm.
6 people were injured. More than 6 people were injured, but 6 people were
killed.
Well, 6 people were majorly injured.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, severely injured. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still getting a lot of details of what actually happened. Just to give people a visual who don't live here, it's a very large intersection. Like I said, there's 4 gas stations. You have 3 lanes going both ways. Plus, each lane has a turning lane. So it was just hard. It was just hard to hear. I've driven past it since the incident, and you can just feel that something happened. You can just feel it. It was really, really sad. It's really, really sad.
So they said she had an argument with her boyfriend and sped away from the bar before the accident. Well, see, that's the thing that upsets me, is because the narrative has been drawn by this one eyewitness
who knows her
interview who said that was her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at this point, no one knew what had happened to her, and she was just smoking her black and mild. I honestly don't think that she knew who this woman was. I feel like it was completely made up.
Me too.
Because she said she was drunk, and then the toxicology report said that there was no alcohol in her system. So King Or says, reading up on it, she had 13 prior. Yeah, this was crazy. She had 13 prior dangerous car crashes before the situation.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Let me see if I can...
this isn't her first one.
Yeah. So I mean,
like I said, we're still finding out a lot of information about her, but she is apprehended. They got her and she's in jail. But
in one of my group chats, we're just going back and forth with all this, and then we're like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait.
Well, because the reason I didn't want to talk about it too much is we don't have all the facts. They're still coming out because it's so many different scenarios. He just said, I find it really odd, the person that went on the news and said that she was arguing with her boyfriend and then she had left. But for those who don't know how newscasters work, they literally scan the crowd and they look for, how can I say it nicely? The most ignorant person they can find.
Traditionally.
And that's who they interview.
I mean, and that's just always been a thing.
Yeah, that's who they interview.
Even on A Living Color, that was the common.
That is what they do. So you cannot always believe exactly what's being portrayed on the TV.
I'm going to show you a clip of the accident. Actually, let's see if it pops up. So this is the intersection that Eva was talking about.
That's it.
Flossin and La Brea. Boom.
Damn. Yeah.
Boom.
That's it.
And keep in mind, these are gas stations on each corner.
Each corner.
With gas.
Each corner.
flammable glass,
Mhm.
flammable gas.
Each corner. And it's always been gas stations on that corner.
Yeah.
These are not new gas stations. There have always been 4 gas stations on this corner as long as I've been driving a car in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess the only thing that probably confuses me because I'm a native is why they're calling it Windsor Hills, because it's not. But that's fine.
Well, you know how this whole gentrification situation has been.
Yeah, because it's Inglewood.
Inglewood is Inglewood is I would. So
yeah, well, Inglewood is Inglewood, but they do want to call it I would. But it was sad, and you can definitely still feel it when you're over in that area. And a lot of people have went over there and left flowers and everything. I think today the father of the little boy who was killed finally came out and spoke, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, especially if you drive over there all the time. Like, it's nothing for me to be driving down Slauson. Like, that's simple.
It says she's going 90 plus miles an hour.
Yeah. And like I said, I've hit that hill hard too, but it was probably 1 a.m. when I was hitting it.
Donna
it
Webster
was definitely not 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah, Donna Webster says how quickly your life can change forever in an instant. Like, these people that just getting gas or walking down the street, like
exactly. It's a huge intersection. It's a huge intersection. It's a lot going on at the intersection.
King Or says, how did she walk away from that? Wow. Well, the thing is, that's what happens a lot is the people
who caused
the accident are the ones
so
that
true.
live.
That is so true. Yeah, that's true.
So
it was really, really sad, and it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. Yeah.
So
and we're gonna.
There's a survivor's remorse, but that's not enough.
No, not for me. Not for me. You had no excuse to be going that fast at that time of day down that hill, especially in a city you don't know. You're a traveling nurse, so you don't know LA like that. You had no reason to be going that fast. And when you hit at the top of that hill and you start coming down, you see that light. Like, you could see that light. And
90 plus is crazy.
90, she was flying.
Yeah.
She was flying. And it just didn't make any sense to be going that fast at 1:06 in the afternoon. It was too much traffic. It just didn't it don't make that sense to go that fast at any time.
Yeah.
Down that hill. Because you just don't know what's at the bottom of it. So it was just horrible. It was horrible.
But yeah. That is our show, guys.
It is. It is our show.
And look, here we are, an hour 20 minutes later.
We did good. We did good. So I was actually giving you the bill. We actually did want to touch on the Windsor Hill crash, and we forgot. And so then Donna brought it up because I think the crash went everywhere. I think everywhere in the world knows about the crash.
First of all, her name is not Donna. Her name is Miss Casey's mama.
Oh, she's our number one fan. She's the president of our fan club.
Deanna Stevens says, saddest thing is the drivers under the influence are usually the ones who survive.
Yep.
But I think like they say something like when you're under the influence, your body doesn't tense up.
No, you're relaxed.
You're relaxed. So your body doesn't tense up when there's an accident. So your body doesn't.
Ask the person who's had an accident drunk. Your body's very relaxed. Because you're just like, oh shit. You just roll into the accident. Yeah, you don't tense up at all.
King Or says, on a lighter note, Hodge looks like he's about to drop the most woke album of all time on his YouTube. He is on your YouTube pick.
Why are you bothering him?
But Tahaji did set him straight. He said that it was so far up.
Yeah, it is far. But I read what he said, and that picture was taken when we were in the Maldives.
Yeah,
back in March. Yeah, it was
little flex.
It was a little flex.
Little flex.
It was a little flex. But that's when he took the actual picture.
But yeah, we're about to get out of here, y'all.
We are. I'm gonna let him go to sleep. So we will be on next week.
We might.
He thinks he's gonna be like ready to do the show, but just to FYI, when it's this time here, it is 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 6 o'clock is when I'm up. And I don't get started for work until like 7:30.
Yeah, but he flies out Sunday, which means he's already going to be a day behind. And I just don't know if your sleep calculator is going to be ready.
I don't have a sleep calculator. I don't sleep.
That's a problem.
I rest.
That's a problem.
King versus I know. It's all jokes. But
we will come on so he can sing "Happy Birthday" to me in his karaoke voice. I want that.
I like that she knows I have a karaoke voice.
He does. I know. I've seen him live.
Because I don't like to stun on these hoes in karaoke. You know what I'm talking about? I like to bring it down a few notches.
I can't
for karaoke. So it's not a showcase. It's karaoke.
King said he'll do the show with me. I don't know how to set it up.
Oh yeah. I was like, well.
I physically can't do the show without him. He can do the show without me, but I can't do the show without him.
That would be actually cool though.
Yeah, I don't have a clue unless we're on our phone on live. I cannot set this up. I have no clue. Literally, while he's setting up the show, I just sit on the couch and chat. I do not know what he's doing. It's probably bad.
Even though you guys, who is this? Chris. We said 8:00, bro.
We was late too.
We were late. He said, "What did I miss? You missed the show.
You missed the show, baby.
You missed the hour and a half show.
Yeah, you missed the whole show, baby.
But we missed you.
Yes, we did.
And your input.
We did.
But actually, you don't need all this to do the show. If you guys are in the same time zone, you can do it just virtually on your phones. Or on your tablet or whatever you do.
Virtually how? Just go to the YouTube?
No. Go to StreamYard on your phone.
Oh.
Yeah, or on your tablet and log in and then give King the link and he could hop on.
And then how would it go to YouTube?
It'll be automatic. When you on StreamYard, like I do here, I click YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, and they'll just do it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You want me to try it?
That would be cool. I think that would be cool.
You're so funny.
King?
Can you really want to do this show to me? He gonna run me low. I feel it.
Chris says he actually just got back from Medford, 3-hour drive. Woo!
That's a long drive, baby.
Yes.
You're probably tired. I'm like, you're probably tired.
Well, thanks for joining us,
But
Chris.
thanks for coming on, babe. Okay. Yes.
Donovan says, Chris, tune in tomorrow on YouTube.
Most definitely. So we are going to leave you guys on a lighter note. And don't forget, on Thursday, you can come to the Taco Tuesday page under any picture and tell me happy birthday.
King Gore says, I'm down.
Book it.
There we go. Deion Stevens says, hello, Chris can catch a replay on iTunes, YouTube, iHeart, Facebook, and all your streaming platforms.
You better. We say you better. You better.
He said he has some delicious Hawaiian food, though. I dig it. Is that somewhere that we should visit, or is that like, what is up with Donald Glover? Oh, he went to the Beyonce's Renaissance album release party.
Yeah, but that outfit was something.
Interesting. But yeah. We about to get out of here.
We are. He's giving us a song right now. We want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, I already got the song.
Okay.
I was seeing if I could find Chris Shea on Instagram. I was doing my own thing.
He said Chris said I could take the heat and I'll listen in the kitchen.
There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So yeah. Shout out to all the people that have been arrested for crimes they've done, aka the killers of Ahmaud Arbery and the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Most definitely. And it's about time. It's about time that we got some justice from that. So I'm very, very happy.
That was 2020?
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah.
So it's about time. I hate that it took this long, but at least we
keep
did
in mind,
get the results.
The people that were involved in Breonna Taylor's murder they were only arrested. Just arrested.
That's it.
2 years later.
Yeah.
So.
And they've been living life.
We got a long road to go from here.
We got a long road to go. Most definitely.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you guys, posted on that, of course, because that's what we do here. But yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, please make sure that you contact us on Instagram at Taco Tuesday 365 or email us at Taco Tuesday.
LA.
Is it .LA or underscore LA? Just LA.
LA.
Taco Tuesday LA at gmail.com. I got a random notification today from it, and I went on, and looks like we have a ton of unread messages. So
Not on our email, but maybe on a.
no, it was our email.
I read the messages. Well, I go to the email, but
She goes to the
I do. I pick and choose which ones I open.
So we might check it out, but definitely DM us. I just realized today as well when I wanted to make a post today that I'm not signed. I don't have them on this new phone.
Oh,
I don't have Taco Tuesday on this Instagram, and I don't think either one of us know the password.
I do.
You do?
I wrote it down.
Oh, perfect. Cool. So I'm gonna have to get that from you.
Okay.
So that means I haven't posted the post on Taco Tuesday's Instagram since I got this new phone, which isn't new anymore. So yeah. Make sure you listen to us on iTunes, on
Podbeam, iHeart, Spotify, Anchor, and all streaming platforms.
or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, most definitely.
Get that iHeartRadio app, y'all. It's pretty dope. There's some good stuff on there, including this podcast called Taco Tuesday.
Definitely.
Yes. All right, guys. So we're gonna get out of here. Like always,
YouTube as well.
Yes. Oh yes, YouTube. Who said that?
Chris.
King Gorse's new phone flex.
He's had the phone for a while.
Let me tell you, King. So this is the process. So I got the phone, not the phone I wanted, and a new phone came out like 3 weeks after. A new version of this phone came out 3 weeks after I got this phone, and I was supposed to take it in to exchange it. It was okay. It was like, yeah, just come in and exchange it, whatever. Never took it in. So now this phone, in that time period for me to switch it out, it's passed. So now I'm stuck with this phone from an older generation. Anyway, because that's how I do. He says S22 gang. It was supposed to be, but no, S21. But I'm happy you're a Samsung affiliate. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here.
I'm just chilling.
I just don't know how to do it right now. There we go. All right. I didn't type the song in or anything, but it's okay.
Okay. Like always.
I'm KC.
And I'm E.
And we are Not Your Average Podcast. Why'd I look at you instead of the... Bye, y'all.
Good night. You look dead at me.
The killers of Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain too. Y'all hold that boy arrest. The killers of Breonna Taylor. All of y'all who think we need more evidence, you goofy. I said arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. You catch the vibe? Now get off my page.